Sometimes the author will interrupt himself or herself and interject some comment or that's close to on topic, but not exactly what they're talking about. And they enclose that interruption in parentheses. I hungrily bit into the baker's chocolate bar. Here are the parentheses, yuck bar as I call it now. Have you ever bitten into a piece of baker's chocolate? It's unsweetened. I remember coming home from school when I was, I guess in elementary school, famished and just wanted to have a snack. Went through the cupboards, couldn't find anything that was snacky, good to eat, and got into my mother's stash of baking supplies, and in there was a baker's chocolate bar. Boy, did it look good. I bit into that, and it was awful. That was the genesis of this particular sentence. The author is saying, I hungrily bit into the baker's chocolate bar, but now here's the editorial comment. We have an apostrophe S on this too, and that is it shows ownership of the chocolate bar. It's a baker's. It belongs to the baker's chocolate bar. That's I'll get to those in a moment. The parentheses can also be used to enclose a definition or make reference to something or explanation, if you will. Little Lucy asked her mommy if she could take some spaghetti, that would be spaghetti, on her helicopter, when she traveled. So little Lucy asked her mommy if she could take some spaghetti on her hoptocopter when she traveled. Our parentheses explain what little Lucy was trying to say. Another use of the parenthesis is for a listing. Again, this is an emphasis. When writing an essay, the student will need an introduction, 2, supporting details, and 3, a conclusion. So here's like a listing. We could have done the listing with a colon and listed them. You can see some of the punctuation symbols have dual usages, like the italicized print as opposed to the quotation marks around a title. Coming back to this sentence for a second, when writing an essay, here's a comma. This is a introductory modifying clause or phrase. The student will need an introduction, comma. It's a list, so we are putting commas between our pieces, and then the end punctuation mark.